Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and Merry Christmas Eve. Today I have kind of a wintry build for you. I was inspired by this picture. I was just scrolling on Facebook and these houses always pop up on my Facebook feed, but they're not, I don't know what the ad is for, but it's not for houses. I know that much because whenever I click on the link to try and like find more pictures, it just takes me to some random like clothing website. So I don't know where these pictures come from. I just kind of grabbed a screenshot of it. So that's the inspiration of this build here. So as you saw, I made it snow a little bit using UI cheats. And then I made it stop snowing so that you could actually see the build. And I don't usually build in the snow because first of all, like you can't see the terrain, so you can't put down like sidewalks or like patios or anything like that because the snow just covers it. And also all the plants and trees are dead. So I have no idea what this house actually looks like outside of winter. It may look really terrible on the outside. Maybe we should go in game and check. Maybe we'll do that at the end just to see what it looks like. Um, at first, I was going to have myself kind of set a budget. I really wanted this to be a starter home, and it obviously did not come out that way whatsoever. Like usually when I'm building, I just like to do whatever I want. Um, I don't like being limited by how many simoleons I have. So I did try and start with just 20K, um, but I think I got to about like the dining area. I did like the kitchen, got to the dining area, and I realized I was already running out of money. So I did put a huge fence around this property, but you know, that's just what the picture called for, so that's what I did. But anyway, yeah, since I was trying to set myself a budget for this, I started using a lot of debug items in the beginning. So honestly have no idea what these plants look like outside of winter. I just thought it matched the picture. I thought it looked good. Got my wreaths up there matching the picture. Honestly, it's spot on. I gotta say, it's spot on to the picture. Um, but obviously, we only have the front of the house, so when we go inside, have to get a little bit more creative. Also, that garland I have hanging over the like porch there, I realized that there's a shadow there because I did size up that garland to fit over the porch like that. So there is a bit of a shadow there, but it's really not that noticeable. So I just decided to keep it because it looks really good. I also really like the floor plan of this house. It's small, but it's cozy. Like you still have enough room for everything. You still have two full bathrooms and like a separate kitchen and dining room. It's honestly everything you need. And there's even like a little office in the hallway, but we'll get there. So I'm just doing the inside. I was kind of debating on doing like a really like cheesy looking Christmas house, like everything obnoxiously green and red, but I decided against that. I mean, there's still a little bit of an obnoxious green and red vibe going on, but I tried to make it a little bit more subtle, a little bit easier to deal with. So you'll see that the bathrooms do change. I have this horrible red tile in there right now. I was gonna be like, I don't care if it's ugly, but then once I got into it, I was like, ooh, I care. I care if it's ugly. I don't usually use these cabinets very much, but I thought maybe that this little addition on the side of the house could be like new, like they just bumped out the kitchen, like maybe where the Christmas tree was, there used to be like a tiny little kitchen and it just wasn't working, so they like put this addition on, so now all of their appliances are new and modern and updated, so that's the story I have in my head for why I use those cupboards. But in reality, I really just wanted to use that bright red with the green because it, it's Christmas. I want to be festive, and I never build in the winter, so I had to take the opportunity. I really did. And I also struggled so much with rugs down here. I think this is finally what I decide on, but holy, I was stressing so much. And these walls too. I think this isn't even like the walls I decide on. I decide on a darker green here. And again, with the wood tones not matching, what's up with that? It looks black on the swatches, but the table is black and the chairs are not. So I also thought that with the green walls, we could make the Christmas tree white and gold, which is not something we do in my household. I'm very much, I love having like the green. I do have gold on it. I don't actually have any color on my Christmas tree. We have like green and gold and silver. Um, but I figured that there was enough green in this living room. I mean, the whole living room is painted green. And I did want to use this holiday fireplace. I actually used a lot of items from the free holiday pack, and I kind of realized that I never used that pack ever. But hey, if you're doing a build like this, it actually comes in handy. There's some cute things in there. So I'm just trying to figure out the living room plan right now. Oh, and I got so mad at myself. I basically, well, not basically, I furnished the whole living room and forgot to put a door to the bathroom. And I didn't realize until after I finished the whole living room. So you'll see me struggle to do that and then have to undo it all and put a door there. That's okay. It's all part of the fun, right? Am I right? But doesn't this living room just look so cozy? Like it honestly looks like something out of a magazine. And I think it's just the color of the walls because I've never seen anyone's house in real life with those color of walls, but I see it in magazines all the time. But I wish I was that brave. And I have never used those Christmas hangings, that the wall hangings there that I put by the fireplace. They are so cute and I'm gonna have to use them more. I mean, I don't decorate for Christmas very often, or Winterfest. I'm sorry. Winterfest, I should say. I don't decorate very often for my Sims because it just gets annoying. Um, but when I do, I will keep those in mind. I can't even remember what pack they're from. It's definitely either Seasons or the free holiday pack, that's for sure. Yep, this is me. See, just I'm struggling to figure out how to furnish this wall, totally oblivious that, hey Jen, you need to put a door there so that your Sims can get into the bathroom. And not only do I place furniture here, I'm alt placing furniture in like the most inconvenient way because I was like, oh, how cute would it be if they had a snow globe collection? So I search and search and search and search for all the stupid snow globes, and then I moved out the table and I moved all the snow globes up and put them all so nice. Ugh. And then I realized as I went to go do the bathroom that I needed to put a door there. So stupid, but it's all right. Everything's fine. Yeah, see, I think that's the last screen that I change it to. See, and then I tried to put the door in the entryway. I was like, can I get away with that? Like maybe if I just did a half bathroom right in the entryway, maybe that's not so weird. But it's obviously big enough for a full bathroom, and it'd be weird to go through your entryway or for your guests to go through your entryway, like to get to the shower downstairs. I just thought that was weird, so yeah, snow globes had to go, had to put the door there. That's what we ended up doing. And then I ended up just pushing the kids' bedroom back a little bit so we had room for a computer. And this honestly might be one of my favorite spaces in the house. It's so cozy. I ended up putting lots of pictures around the office space from my first pet stuff, I believe. And I can't remember what that other pack was. Lots of art, lots of plants, even though it's green enough already, but that's okay. I always get really lazy with bathrooms. I feel like I always kind of pick the same thing because it's just, I don't know, it's not that important. Not that important to me, I guess. But still going with that winter theme, but not too over the top. But it's just one of those things, if you were to walk in this house, you kind of be like, everything's kind of like red and green in this house. Have you noticed that? Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew that. You did it on purpose? Oh, okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. Because there's a lot of it. I end up actually making this bedroom red. And I love it. I think it actually looks really good. Um, my best friend actually had like bright red walls growing up because we thought we were so like edgy and cool, so we wanted to like paint the walls red, and it turns out that that's a really bad decision. You get the worst lighting in red rooms. Like doing your makeup or like taking pictures, like you can't do it. It's so harsh. And yeah, I ended up changing those wreaths because I like them better. And then I was just doing a little bit of testing, like while my sim was in the house, just a random sim. And this is, I think, my favorite kids' room that I've ever built. At first, I was struggling a little bit because I was like, do I just do more red and green? But it seemed really boring to do that. So I was trying to think like maybe winter theme, like we'll make it like a winter wonderland. But then it dawned on me, it's like, yo, what do kids like? They like Frozen. And I know this because the store I work at, we have like a whole aisle just dedicated to Frozen toys. Like I mean, I'm sure I don't have to tell you how big the Frozen franchise is. So that was definitely what this room was inspired by. I used that knitted penguin from the Nifty Knitting Pack for that winter theme, and I'm just kind of pretending that anything blue, like the carpets and rugs, the little castle there, even though it's purple, and like the bed, I'm just pretending that it's all Frozen themed, like frozen carpet, frozen bedding, frozen rug, frozen activity table, like everything. That's the vibe. So just picture that. And I was literally just kind of turned blue on in my filters, and anything that was blue and kind of caught my eye, I just threw in there. It's like, yep, that looks good. And I also really like that cloud lamp above it. Oh, I love this room so much. I think it looks awesome. And this is also the first time I realized that there's an item called kids clutter, and it actually looks amazing, but was not the vibe for this room. So, but I will be using that in the future for like a teenager's room or something. I actually have one household right now. It would be perfect for my teenage boy's room. He's like a painter and really rebellious and like he's trying to discover himself. But he honestly makes the most money for that Sims family, which is pretty sad. He's just so good at painting and they just use him for it. But anyway, I'm just finishing up the backyard and I was just trying to think like I'll just throw a chess table in there just so there's more skill building items. But I mean, there's a computer, there's a creativity table for your kids. What else we got? We got bookshelves. They can cook, they can write, they can play video games. I don't know. I feel like there's enough for your Sims to do here. They can figure it out. Oh, I didn't like even put a garden or anything. But it's winter, so like who cares? We're just going with it. I was just kind of going back and trying to find like any places that looked empty, just putting more clutter in there. And I went back in the kitchen because I realized I just kind of put in the counters and then moved on because I wasn't sure like what the color scheme was going to be yet. So I was just trying to fill it up with more items as well. This build, I think, took me about 3.5 hours to do, but I think it turned out really cute, and I low-key really want to play in this house. So if you make any families for this house, let me know. I will put this up on the gallery. My ID is Nintendo64, and Jen is with 2 N's, so you can find me on there. You can download this house, and I hope you enjoy playing in it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay. You know what? That honestly doesn't even look that bad. I'm pretty impressed with that.